Alright guys, today we're talking about one of the biggest upgrades you can make to your 2015 through 2020 F150, and that is the AutoTecPro 14.4-inch vertical touchscreen. I recently had a 2025 F150 as a loaner for several weeks, and I missed my truck the whole time. But the one thing that did grow on me was the 12-inch screen in the newer truck. I hate to say that when I got my truck back, the older 8-inch screen felt small and just looked dated. But I've had this new one installed for about a month now, and let me tell you, it completely transforms the interior of the truck. So as I mentioned, from the factory, Ford gave us the Sync 3 system. It's functional, but honestly, it feels a little dated by 2025 standards. The AutoTecPro setup gives you that Tesla-style vertical screen with way more functionality and a modern look. It instantly makes the cabin feel brand new, and it integrates pretty seamlessly with the interior of the truck and doesn't scream aftermarket. A few of the key features you're going to get with this unit. First is going to be the obviously massive 14.4-inch QHD display. The screen itself is huge, bright, and very sharp thanks to its 2K resolution format. Loaded onto it, you'll have the Android 13 platform. This runs full Android, which means you can download apps, run YouTube, Netflix, Waze, Spotify, basically anything you'd use on a tablet, but right on your dash. Also loaded on there, you're going to have CarPlay and Android Auto. So if you don't want to mess with any of those Android apps directly, you've got both wireless and wired CarPlay and Android Auto for seamless connection through your phone. Big feature that you're going to get here is it's going to retain those OEM features. So all of the factory stuff still works. Heated and cooled seats, climate control, heated steering wheel, 360 cameras, steering wheel buttons, even your Ford Pass app, all that still works with the new unit. For navigation and connectivity, it's going to have a built-in GPS already, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, USB connections, and even 4G LTE support with a included SIM card slot. So going into more detail for each of those features for the screen. You're going to have a few options when ordering your AutoTecPro screen for the 2015 to 2020 F-Series. There's a 12.1-inch, 14.4-inch, and now a new 17-inch option. The latter two feature 8 GB of RAM, 128 GB of local storage, an octa-core processor, and that 2K resolution screen I mentioned. That makes for a beautiful display that is fast and responsive as well. For Android 13, this system features Bluetooth 5.0, which will give you a clear and stable Bluetooth connection. It also features a dual Bluetooth module, so you and your passenger can each have your phones connected at the same time, or at the least, you have a dedicated channel operating Bluetooth functions from your device. The screen itself is pretty bright. You can manually adjust brightness between a few presets, and the screen will also auto dim when your light sensor is activated. You turn on your lights, or you set the system to follow the time of day. Moving into CarPlay and Android Auto. The system supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It also supports wired Android Auto within the Android operating system. If you want wired CarPlay, you can still do that, but it would mean going through your sync system like you would have before. Lastly, the system supports add-on cameras, meaning you can install an aftermarket front or side-facing camera or a dash cam, and that will feed onto the screen. Your factory camera system will still come up automatically when triggered through the camera button or shifting into reverse. For OEM features, probably the biggest thing that separates this unit from similar competitor options is the retention of the factory Ford Sync system. You may be thinking, okay, well who cares? You keep talking about it. I won't be using the factory screens options anymore anyway. But there's way more to it than that. So some of the key things your sync system controls that you would otherwise lose are going to be things like remote start, heated steering wheel, dynamic line overlays on the camera feed, vehicle settings controls like ambient lighting, driver assist features, trailer backup assist, functionality of the Ford Pass app, and more. Getting more into the connectivity with Wi-Fi, 4G LTE, Bluetooth, and local GPS features, you have several options for staying connected, entertained, and on track on the road. The system will also work with your factory-equipped subwoofer. But if you want to add an aftermarket amp and subwoofer, you would need a line output converter, like a LC7i, for example, to convert the sync outputs to an RCA that you can run to your amp. So what's it like actually living with it? Honestly, I use CarPlay most of the time, and I love having it displayed in such a large format now. Going back to my old screen would feel like a major setback, but it's also awesome being able to run YouTube or Netflix for the kids, and you can also even split screen your apps to play video and run GPS on trips, for example. Sometimes if I'm making quick trips where I don't need to rely on my GPS, or I know I'll be parked waiting for a grocery curbside order, for example, I'll turn on my hotspot and go through the native Spotify app, because podcasts with videos will play on the screen, whereas it's just a cover art when going through Spotify and CarPlay. Something to keep in mind is, since wireless CarPlay uses Wi-Fi for the main communication, you cannot run wireless CarPlay and a mobile hotspot from your phone at the same time. Start off with the good stuff, so the pros. Firstly, pretty immediately it modernizes the whole interior. It's super customizable with Android apps. Basically anything you can get from the Google Play Store, you can get on this. It's a huge upgrade in screen size and clarity, especially when using maps. I can have the maps in full screen, and even in a split screen format, it's still a bigger display than my old factory unit. They're also going to have great customer service through AutoTecPro. You can find the same unit from other retailers or shopping platforms, but AutoTecPro has earned the reputation of being the best in terms of customer service and support. And so far, in my experiences, they've been nothing but accommodating. The unit is very responsive and quick to boot up. And lastly, the biggest advantage, again, is retaining your forward sync functionality. This keeps all your factory controls and forward pass. Cons. There are a few. Nothing too major. Firstly, sometimes there's a battle for connectivity. So in CarPlay, for example, Bluetooth is used for the initial handshake, but then the system switches over to the Wi-Fi for all of the communication. When a call comes through the system, it will sometimes answer using the sync Bluetooth connection, but it will effectively mute the call while in CarPlay, and you'd have to kind of switch back and forth between the two. So I ended up just disconnecting from the factory Bluetooth, and it hasn't been a problem since. Backup camera is about a 1 to 2 second delay. It's not a huge deal, but if you're in a hurry or making a multi-point turn, it would be nicer if it was faster. Also, if you're like me and the delay to turn the feed off after shifting out of reverse, that goes away unless you're in the sync app when you do so. Because it's Android based, occasional app quirks could happen, although I haven't run into any issues myself, and if you do, you are able to reset the system and reboot should you ever find that it's running slowly or glitching out on you. Next is going to be the button layout. So I'm nitpicking here, but obviously being able to see your buttons would be preferred. They still all function exactly like they're supposed to, but you do basically have to memorize where they are. This isn't something that you have to worry about on the 12.1 inch version, but in my opinion, the larger options are going to be better, both for the appearance and functionality of the larger screen, but also the improved responsiveness and resolution that comes along with them. Next is going to be polarized glasses. So if you have polarized glasses or sunglasses, you will not be able to view the screen from the driver's position. I have a few different sets of sunglasses, so it's not a huge issue for me, but that is definitely something that you want to know going into it. But honestly, those small quirks don't outweigh the benefits for me. Every time I get in the truck, it feels like I'm driving something way newer, and I get compliments on it all the time. So if you've got a 2015 to 2020 F150 and you want to refresh the interior and gain more from your infotainment, I highly recommend checking out the AutoTecPro screens. Use code GooseAuto for a discount. It makes the truck feel more high-end, adds tons of modern features, and keeps all of your OEM functions intact. There's still a lot more this system can do. I'll be putting out some videos soon showing how you can customize the interface, wallpaper, boot up screen, and more, and how to install and wire in and add on front-facing camera. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more F150 upgrades, and drop a comment below if you've got questions about the install or the daily use of this system. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.